Coffee is an amazing beverage with a really bad reputation. I'm going to tell you right now that there is a lot of misinformation out there about coffee and caffeinated beverages, but there are far more positive things about coffee and drinking coffee than there are negatives. Research proves that people who are coffee drinkers can benefit with their physical, their mental, and their overall energy levels. For me personally, I drink coffee daily. It's not just the taste that I enjoy, but the ritual aspect of it. I like to start my day off with coffee. I'll take myself, a good little chunk of time, meditate, drink my coffee, get my pep in my step, and I'm set for the day. And sometimes I find myself sipping on it throughout the day, and that's okay. It's these rituals that I do that alerted me when my rituals quit working. I found out that I had a thyroid problem because I wasn't getting that pep in my step. It caused me to go to the doctors and ask some questions. When I found out that I had a problem, I appreciated my coffee even more. So I went into digging into caffeine and coffee and the benefits, and I found some great information. All my life I was told that coffee's a no-no, that coffee dehydrates you, that coffee will make me short, that coffee is something that's going to cause me to have osteoporosis when I'm a little old lady. And let me just say that none of that could be further from the truth. I was researching and I found an article by Gavin D. Wally, he's a registered dietitian, in May 31st, 2018, talking about, does coffee really stunt your growth? And in that article, he says that the studies between adult young children, ages 12 to 18, the comparison between the ones that drank coffee and the comparisons between the ones that didn't, there was no difference. So then that begged me to go even deeper. I started looking at this article that Melissa Sammy did. She published it February 20th of 2020. And it was titled The Surprising Link Between Coffee and Bone Health. And in her article, she cites about the University of Hong Kong doing research on the community dwelling Chinese adults that had previously enrolled in a Hong Kong osteoporosis study. They compared the bone density minerals of those who reported drinking coffee regularly with those who didn't, and found that daily coffee drinkers had significantly higher BMD, so that they're actually benefiting from it. And caffeine does not have any direct correlation with osteoporosis. So that was another good thing about coffee. She also goes on further in that article talking about coffee. It's the beverage that makes the world go round. This simple brew has been shown to not only increase longevity and enhance performance, but it also reduces the risk of type 2 diabetes and helps fight cancer. Thought that was pretty amazing. So if that wasn't enough to make you want to drink that cup of coffee, let me just tell you what I found on dehydration. All you hydrating, physical fit people worried about dehydrating. Well, Catherine Zederitsky, she posted an article on August 27th, 2020 called The Myth About Caffeine and Dehydration. And she says, while water is more affordable and whatnot and readily available, caffeinated drinks may have a mild diuretic effect, which means they make you pee. They don't increase the risk of dehydration. They did a lot of research on that one. So yeah, that's a plus. You're not going to get dehydrated by having that cup of coffee. You're not going to be a short person by having that cup of coffee. You're not going to get osteoporosis by having that cup of coffee. And if coffee's not your thing, there's tea, there's energy drinks, there's instant sweetened coffee, there's white coffee if you don't like the acidity of regular coffee. Now, moving right along, in an article posted September 25th, 2017 by Robert Schimmerling, he's a medical dietitian, he titles the article The Latest Scoop on the Health Benefits of Coffee. Now, lo and behold, that article states that in June of 2016, the World Health Organization removed, get that, removed coffee off of the potentially carcinogenic food list. Now, it's not very often that an item gets removed off that risk list, you know? So it also goes on to say that coffee is actually potentially protective against cancer of the uterus and the liver. So many cool things about coffee. I know that I don't just drink one. I can't. I sip on it, like I said, throughout the day. Sometimes I'm drinking my energy drinks. Sometimes I'm drinking regular coffee. Now my favorite subject of all, moderation. How much caffeine is too much? So, in an article that Donald Hensrud did, March 6th of 2020, he talks about caffeine. How much is too much? He says that a healthy adult can have 400 milligrams of caffeine a day, and it appears to be safe. Well, 400 milligrams, I had a hard time wrapping my head around that. How much is 400 milligrams, right? I thought maybe I need a better visual, so I did a little deeper. And on the FDA website, in an article done by Commissioner O, December 12th, 2018, called Spilling the Beans. How much caffeine is too much? Well, for healthy adults, this is the same information, 400 milligrams of coffee a day. But they gave an even better example of that for me. It is 4 to 5 cups of coffee, or for people who don't like coffee, that like to drink soda, 10 cans. 10 cans of cola in a day. That's a lot of soda. You can drink a little bit of coffee. You could drink a little bit of tea. You could have energy drinks. You can have soda. Whatever you need to get that pep in your step. Now, can I just say that right now in this time, with COVID going on, and we're all stuck in front of our computer screens, doing stuff from home, we need something to motivate us. We need something to give us that pep. Surely isn't going to be going out to a restaurant eating with our family. Nothing wrong with having a cup of coffee. Nothing wrong with having 2 or 3 cups of coffee, or maybe a soda or 2. Don't guilt yourself out of getting that pep in your step. Thank you.